If you're looking for cheap Ultimate Team coins, go check out igsky.com. Links for that will be in the description below. Use the discount code Rossi for a little bit 5% off. It's got a fully automated service. You get your coins instantly. What more can you ask for? Enjoy the video. Hello guys, Mr. Rossi 1990 here, and we are back with another video. Today's video is going to be my potential January upgrade Premier League. This is only the Premier League players I've put in this video, and it's one for like each position, but some of them are kind of like not in the right position, if that makes sense, but I'll get to that when I get there. But basically it's going to be a little bit of a fun video where I kind of discuss players I think should get upgrades in January. There is upgrades which happen normally anyway, not all the time, but I'm pretty sure they will call it winter upgrades or January upgrades, and people get upgraded basically for performing well over the first half of the season. So these are the kind of players I think have played quite well, and I'd imagine I actually asked on Twitter a couple of times people who they thought played well, but the goalkeeper's a no-brainer. There's only one real goalkeeper who stood out. They're all Premier League players, like I've said a couple of times now. I'll run you through a couple of them who might be playing quite well. Courtois is playing well, but he's already an 86 rated, which is extremely high for a goalkeeper. So I can't see him moving a lot. Same with kind of Lloris, so already quite high rated goalkeepers. Now, De Gea, that's an 85, but it's his second in form. So his regular card's actually only an 83 rated. I think we all know, doesn't matter what team you support, David De Gea is performing very, very well this year, and is going to just get an upgrade for sure. Which means, if you're interested in trading or making coins, I'm not going to be the one to tell you to do this for sure, but when they get an upgrade, their informs upgrade as well, and the likelihood of their price rising for being highly rated, or higher rated, is quite high. But I don't want to be the one to tell you that, just in case it doesn't happen. I don't want to get the abuse. But basically, if they get an inform, say they've got an inform like De Gea, I'm pretty sure he's going to get an upgrade. I think he's on the guaranteed one. His informs will go up in price, no doubt about it. The right back is a silver, and I think this guy deserves a massive upgrade. It's Nathaniel Klein. I mean, why shouldn't he get an upgrade? Southampton, albeit they've had a little blip recently, but it's not just their form right now. It's their form over the season, and they started so well. There's a couple of Southampton players in here for that reason. And Nathaniel Klein getting in the England setup as well, good thing for him. I think he's been phenomenal for them. He's been absolutely amazing. Probably one of the standout players in the Premier League, just for like kind of like underrated wise, and definitely deserves an upgrade to be like maybe like a non-shiny gold, maybe like a 75, 76, just so he gets into that gold category where he probably deserves, in my opinion. Now, the centre-backs we're going to go for, one of which is actually a centre-back, and it's an Everton centre-back, and he's silver, and it's John Stones. Now, I just feel as if he deserves an upgrade. I think he's a fantastic player. I don't think EA have gave him enough of a rating. I think he should be high silver, like a 74 shiny, something like that, just because he's a fantastic player in real life. He's got really good stats on the card there already, but I just think he's underrated in the game. I don't know how well he's performing in real life exactly at the moment. They've been playing Distan and Jagielka quite a bit, but I think he just deserves an upgrade. That's basically what I'm going to say about that. I just think he deserves one. Left back is going to be a Southampton player, but it's going to be playing centre back because I don't know many centre backs who deserve an upgrade in my honest opinion. It's Ryan Bertrand. I'm not sure. Is he on loan from Chelsea or have they signed him? I'm not 100% sure on that, but he's another one who's making Southampton tick. Their right and left back have been phenomenal for me this season. And like I said, even though they've had a little blip recently, it's all about their form at the start of the season. They were written off pretty much. They sold all their key players and they brought in new ones. And sometimes that doesn't work and sometimes it does work. And for them, it very much worked at the start of the season anyway. Like I said, they kind of had a little bit of a dip now. But here's a player who might be a little bit weird to you. I've gone for a Newcastle left back and I've gone for Paul Dummett. Now, he, in my honest opinion, is a lot better than EA have made him. Now, I think he deserves a massive upgrade in some of the stats especially. He's not 64 at pace. Biggest troll ever. He's not rapid. He's not like 93 pace, but 64 pace is a joke. And I'd be extremely pissed if I was Paul Dummett and I was looking at my stats on FIFA and I was given them stats. They never really fully look into it. But he's kind of jumped on the scene. He's getting in the Newcastle team quite a lot. Has played centre-back a few times, right-back, left-back, kind of versatile. And not an amazing player, but definitely got talent. How old is he? I don't know how old he is, actually. He's not the youngest person in the world. He's not, like, 17, but he's up and coming, and I think he should deserve a little upgrade. Not a massive one, probably like to 70, a bit more pace, a bit more all-rounded kind of player, and let me know if you agree with that one. Now, the right wing, right mid wing, whatever you want to call it, is going to be the main man, I think he'll get a big upgrade. Alexis Sanchez, he is carrying Arsenal at the moment. He really is. He's got an Inform, which is obviously a cam, but this is his basic card as a right wing. I think he'll get an Inform, sorry, an upgrade to 85, 86. His Inform will be like an 88, and that'll be insane. But I'm not obviously know for sure. This is why it's a prediction video, but I think that'll be a pretty good one if he manages to get one. The centre mid we're going to go for is a Chelsea centre mid, and there's a couple I could have gone for here. I'm actually just going to search Chelsea midfielders, and I'll run you through a couple of them we could have had, but I've chose one. Eden Hazard's very highly rated already, so I doubt he'll get much. Fabregas is the guy I've chosen. He's the guy who's going to go into the team, but Matic is another one who could quite easily get an upgrade, as could like Schürrle. Like, really could just get upgrades. They're playing unbelievably well at Chelsea this year. Only actually losing one game, I think it was to Newcastle in the league. And Fabregas has been key in that midfield, as has Matic. Fully agree. A couple of people saying on Twitter Matic, but I think Fabregas has been absolutely godlike in what they do. He's been a fantastic signing for them. Arsenal fans probably kicking themselves that they didn't manage to bring him back. Not too sure how they would have fit into his system, but it is good to see Fabregas in the Premier League as a neutral fan, and I wish him all the best. To be honest, I hope Chelsea win the league. I don't know why I say that, but I hope they do, because their team is so good, and they just deserve it. They really do. But Tottenham is going to be our left mid, if I can find out Spurs, and I always get confused with that. And it is Eriksen. Now, he's got an Inform. He's a left mid, but we're chucking him in the centre mid because we've got another left mid in there as well. But what a season he's having, to be honest. He's kind of kicked on a little bit now. He's scoring quite a few goals from midfield, getting a lot of assists as well, making things happen for Tottenham. I just think he deserves an upgrade. I think hopefully he'll put as a cam, because I don't know if he plays cam as such in real life, because a lot of people play that formation now where it's like a wide cam, but EA consider it a left mid. But yeah, it's kind of annoying that he's a left mid, because he's got really good stats. I still use him as a left mid. I've got his Inform, and he's a very good player, but you just want him in behind the strikers. He's that kind of player. You want him to feed the balls through, shoot the shots. I think he's very underrated in the stats he's got on his card there. He does a lot better passing, and, well, maybe not passing, but dribbling especially. Very good on the ball. Very good skiller as well. I wouldn't say 5-star. So they probably got him right with the 4-star, 5-star weak foot, and that's pretty cool. But the left mid we're going to go for is going to be a little bit of a different one. And some people may agree with this, some people may disagree with this, but it is a Crystal Palace left mid, and it's Yannick Bolasie. He's got an Inform, so that kind of tells you he's having a decent season. But my God, there's a couple of things which needs an upgrade in this card. I think we all know it. He should be 5-star skills, no doubt about it. He should be at least 4-star skills. The fact that he's free is the biggest joke I've ever seen. He's one of the most skillful players there is in the Premier League right now. And people on the likes of like Ben Arfo's 5-star skills, you could probably say Bolasie's more of a skiller in real life. So I'm not too sure where EA get their knowledge from there. But he has had a phenomenal season, skilling-wise. He's getting a lot of, you know, hype at the moment, and hopefully gets an upgrade to maybe like a really good silver or like a non-shiny gold, something like that, just to make me happy, because I like my Bolasie. He used to play for Plymouth. What an absolute beast. But we've got a striker now, and I think it's a no-brainer for the first striker. It's a Manchester City player, currently injured, I think, at the moment. And I was hoping he can come back very soon, because he's just unbelievable this year. He has had a phenomenal season, ripping apart teams left, right and centre. He's having all the joys in the world. Like I said, picked up an injury, which is unfortunate. And yeah, so that's pretty much it on that one. But the final player, again, it's going to be an iffy one, but I think he's had an absolute blinder of a season, and his card does not give him the hype he deserves. Now, it's Sacco from West Ham. Now, he started the season unbelievably. Had that run where he like scored in each game when he was going to set a record. I think he like equaled the record, didn't quite make it, or something like that. He may have broke the record. I'm not 100% confident, but I think he deserves a huge upgrade. At least a high-rated silver, like a 74, or maybe even a gold card. Because there's people on the likes of Zarate, who I think Sacco's better, and Zarate a gold. So that kind of puts you into perspective. But here we go onto the bench now, and a couple other players we've got down here. Cresswell. Again, another West Ham. A couple of West Ham players on the bench, actually. Cresswell and Downing. People on Twitter telling me to put Downing in. I think he's come to really good recently. But does he deserve an upgrade? He's already a 77 rated. It's not like he's a silver, whereas somebody like Cresswell is. And I think he deserves a lot higher rated than that. Again, he has got an Inform, so that kind of tells you the story. Westwood was a guy who got requested a little bit. I watched him play a few times when Aston Villa were live on TV, and he was having a really good game, the game where he got injured, and I think he's got quite a bad injury. I'm not too sure, so I don't know if he'll get an upgrade as such, but he's a very low-rated card for how good he actually is. He makes Aston Villa tick in that midfield, and does a really good job there. Wilfred Boney, another player who could get upgraded, having a good season again, a solid season, always does, really. Costa, probably a no-brainer with Costa. Harry Kane is a very good shout. And there was a couple of people on Twitter telling me about this one. I completely forgot about Harry Kane, but he is kind of one of them players who go under the radar, and he's performing unbelievably well. He's scoring goals, he's making things happen, he's getting in the team, which is the main thing. And he's just having a good time, really. And the final one is, of course, Charlie Austin. Now, there's another couple of players we could have had here. We could have like Danny Ings, people like that who... I think Danny Ings got a pretty good card, actually. He's got like 90 pace, and he just looks all around amazing. But Austin's card, it's all right. He's 74 rated, which kind of makes me feel as if he might not get an upgrade, whereas Harry Kane's only 68 rated, and you could probably almost definitely see that he'll get one. But that is the team I've chosen. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree, disagree, would change any players. It's just a kind of like information video, kind of letting you guys kind of have a little chat about who we think is going to get an upgrade. January is fast approaching, and it'd be cool to see if we get any of these right. A number of them I probably will get right, but obviously I'll get some wrong. That's the beauty of it. But that is going to be the end of this video, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, a like could be absolutely fantastic. If you want me to do these with other leagues, I've not got the best knowledge of other leagues. I'm more of a Championship, Premier League kind of guy, obviously supporting Leeds. I majority watch my football in the Championship and Premier League, but I know a little bit about the German league. I know quite a bit about Serie A. So let me know if you want me do on any of them, or just do like an all around the world kind of upgrade video. I don't have to do any more. It's not a big deal, but if you want to see that, smash the like button. Let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new. Have a nice day. I'll catch you next time, and bye. Boom. Pop in Danny Sturridge while we are Randy, and I don't know why I said that, but okay. Danny Sturridge is, of course, a Liverpool player, and I think I've got one in my club. Let's just double check. Have I? I do indeed. Now, Marco Reus is definitely somewhere in my club. We've also got the preset ones. What else are we going to get in these packs here? I'm going to skip this one. Oh, yes! Fucking get in, lads! We got ourselves Mario Götze and the Lord himself! We got the Lord Ben